1K. So Queen 1,000, because people say that I'm always, I keep stuff 1,000 with them, and you can trust me, I'm loyal. So that's really what my name was. It was KO Gang Queen 1K, and that stood for knowledge and opportunity. And that's pretty much, I merged it all to see what floated better, and Queen of Money Magnet stuck out the most. I was able to brand it better. I was able to get bigger sponsors, and it was just great. It's me.
Nah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that. So I was always curious about KO Gang. Like what is KO Gang? What it make? So I'm glad you kind of elaborated on that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Knowledge and opportunity.
Knowledge and opportunity is KO Gang. Yes, and it's also created by my baby sister Kelsey O. Her name is Kelsey Oliver. So it was kind of play on words. Knockout. Our dad is a boxing coach as well. So it was a play on words with those letters. So
shout out to Kelsey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Kelsey, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Another St. Louis dope ass artist, you know what I'm saying? Like, whenever she touched down in the A, she always shut down the show. So KO Gang, what's happening? So Queen, you got a lot of things going in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Could elaborate for the people who might not have breast shoulders with you yet here in Atlanta? Yeah, go ahead, tell the people what all you do as far as the motion.
Well, like I said, first and foremost, I'm an income acceleration coach and mindset development coach. So I focus on skill sets, mindsets, financial education, and health. I'm a philanthropist. I go out into the community every day. I educate people and provide them the resources that they need to bridge the wealth gap, the health gap, and any situation they need. I can pretty much find a connection for them. I'm very resourceful. I'm also a radio personality and a club host. I do manage and web design now, technology, and real estate. I love real estate investing. I love teaching real estate investing as well. And I am a mother.
Okay. A woman of many hats. Yes. A woman of many hats. That's what's up. So out of all those things, what would you say you're the most passionate about?
Philanthropy.
Helping
others, helping people, going out and just giving back. Even if it didn't come directly from me, if I know people that have a lot of money or have a lot of resources, me being able to even connect them to those people is just delightful for me. Seeing other people win.
All right, that's what's up. Do you ever, and I'm just asking this, I ain't asking like that, but do you ever get to the point where you're like, oh man, all the people I put on and all this, man, they owe me and I need my 10%. I need $1 million from, you know what I'm saying? You ever get that mindset?
I've never had that problem, and I really believe I haven't had that problem yet because of the relationships that I build with people. I've had people run off when I've helped them get, $25,000, $50,000 lines of credit, things like that, but eventually they always end up needing me again. So most people have learned to keep that connection with me, and they look out. I have my service prices that I charge people for what it is I want, and if I feel like I've gave somebody that information, if I did something or put them on in that situation and they didn't bless me back, I feel like it's gonna come. It's not too late. I'm not dead or anything, and then I do have children, so if I do die, who knows, that person may be the person that saved their kids, may save my kids in a situation they may need. So that's kind of how I look at it. I never feel like anything's a loss. I never feel like anybody owe me anything. And that's just how I live my life peacefully.
Okay. No, I mess with that. So philanthropy, you've been doing that prior moving here?
Yeah, I've been doing that my entire life. Since kindergarten, I started STEP teams as a kid. I was the president of Junior Achievement, probably in like 4th or 5th grade. And I think you had to be like a big kid to do that. And we started an entrepreneur program back then. The Jobs for American Graduates, which was a program in St. Louis that I worked with, even as an adult, I've always done this. I had the neighborhood kids who was older than me. Some of them I was still teaching them how to read, how to write, do the math. I did after school programs. I always have been in the community because I always noticed there was a problem, and I always knew that I could have the solution through unity and providing what I have to other people.
Yeah, because I'm with you on that, because I was just talking to that with, shout out to DJ Yaz too, she in the building, but I was just talking to her about the unity. Like, I feel like that's what St. Louis lacked, and if we had that, like, it'd be like, because, you know, we had a music game by storm when it came to, like, the early 2000s and shit like that.
We did, man. If those guys would have come together, you know, like Nelly and Chingy and Jaquan, and then you had Jay Nix doing the radio, you know, so we had a lot of people that if they all would have come together strategically, I feel like St. Louis could still be taken over right now.
Yeah,
and then the younger generation are so talented, but they're so angry. So they're so fast to retaliate. They're so fast to just have a reaction, even when there's not a reaction needed a lot of times.
And like, correct me if I'm wrong. Would you say that's like a St. Louis mentality? You know what I'm saying?
No. It's not a St. Louis mentality. It's a small neighborhood lack of resource. That's what it is. It's in all type of neighborhoods. I've lived in so many different places that I can't say that it's a St. Louis thing. It's literally, it's a mindset thing. And it's just that a lot of us in St. Louis haven't been outside of St. Louis, outside of a quick little trip that,
right.
You know,
East St. Louis. Yeah. Let me go across the water.
So, you know, they experience to see other things out there, you know, lack of creativity. That's what it is over there, but it's not just a St. Louis thing. It happens in Ohio. I know people from Akron, and they have the exact same mindset. I know people from Memphis, and they have the exact same mindset. And they deal with the same things of what we call a crab in a bucket.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, I really don't believe in that saying, to be honest, because I don't believe that crabs belong in a bucket at all to start with. So if we're going to address the real issue, let's address that.
Okay.
You know? So.
And that's basically the lack of resources, lack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's putting everybody in one spot without anything and like expecting them to survive. How? Without killing someone else. You know, if we were the only two people in this room and it was the end of the world, eventually somebody got to go.
I mean, I would think that you would have the mindset of let's repopulate versus like.
But I wouldn't want to eat my child, or I wouldn't want to have to kill my kid or something like that. So it's like we just got to end it off. We got to end it here. We don't need to make it no more crazier than what it is, because now you got to feed that child. Now you have to feed those children.
Right. So with knowledge and opportunity, as in, bam, okay, forget meat. Let's eat off these trees and these berries and these,
but
you know
if it's
what I'm
the
saying?
end of the world, it's probably something that happens, bro. We can't go out there and eat them trees, because that would have been the first option. Now I'm thinking if it's the end of the world, we can't do nothing else. Hey.
Oh, I see what you're saying, like on some I Am Legend type stuff.
Yeah, like if it's just we might not be able to go out now.
It's gonna be zombies.
I think there's gonna be zombies out there.
Oh man.
But no, that's cool. Yeah, but that's why I wouldn't repopulate if I ever was in that situation. Because I sit back and I think about stuff like that. And I'd be like, nah, I would not want to repopulate at all.
The world would be so different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let some catastrophe happen and it's just every man for themselves and it's anarchy. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of viewpoints on, you know, whatever people think about, it'll change just overnight, because at that point we operating from survival, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, and people move way different off of surviving than they do living. So, yeah. Right. I'm gonna eat you, bro.
So, like, would you say you was raised off love or raised off survival?
I was raised off of survival, for sure. There was love implemented in my life. It was shown. There was examples around me, but that love came from people that were surviving as well. So they were just only able to give me hurt love, not the experience of love.
That's deep right there.
So but I knew what it felt like. I knew what it was like. I can't explain how I knew. I just knew that this was the real love right here, and this was a survival tactic when certain parents was teaching me certain things. Okay,
yeah, that's real. Because I most definitely got to a point, you know, I evolved, you know what I'm saying, like spiritually, to where I understand when you operate, when not you, but just when we are somebody operating out of deficiency or lack, you know what I'm saying? Because it is things that they say, it is the things that they do. And there's a lot of stuff like, you know, we don't, I mean, me personally, I think our culture really, we don't come from like people like, okay, yeah, like be in tap with your spirit, like spirituality. They more push religion on us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't, our culture doesn't, our Black American culture doesn't teach us to be supportive or really loving because they can't. Everybody's still trying to survive. Everybody's still trying to get an understanding. I feel like maybe in the next 10 years we'd be okay. With the type of knowledge that we have, the resources that we all have available, and then the different mindsets that are coming out. But they didn't have that. They didn't have a lot of that back then, you know, or they were shushed.
Yeah.
You know, because of what happened to MLK, and because of what happened to Malcolm X, and because of what happened to Marcus Garvey, and all the rest of the people. Like, I mean, even up to this day, like Dick Gregory was just simply teaching us how to eat healthy and look at it. So, you know, it's like...
And you know, he's from St. Louis too.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I heard that.
Dick Gregory is from St. Louis.
Yeah, I didn't know if I had got that confirmed or not. You know, so okay, that's what's up. Yeah.
I mean, it only makes sense, right? Because me personally, I think some of the realest people come from St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? They might be a little out of their mind, but they real, they authentic. You know what I'm saying?
He taught us everything. And then what was the other guy's name? Dr. Sabi.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Even our comedians, Fred. Like, a lot of those people were teaching us stuff, and we weren't learning it because our minds wasn't set there to learn it. The mindset wasn't developed to understand what they were saying.
All right, so I want to know, Queen, when the last time you been to St. Louis?
About 2.5 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, my brother got killed. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've only been back for funerals.
Yeah, my condolences, by the way.
Thank you.
So, like, cause I just recently seen St. Louis. They got a soccer stadium now, soccer field, soccer team, whatever you want to call it. Like, and basically, like, just on the outside looking, I'm from St. Louis. We from St. Louis, but being here in Atlanta, you know, of course, you know, I'm tapped in with people from St. Louis. You know, whether it be on the book or whatever the case. And I'm like, okay, St. Louis, they doing something now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for real. I saw them with they had a community garden, I think, over there somewhere by Wellston. I'm like, yes, like, let's get it. I'm rooting for St. Louis. I know Morgan Casey started the things you can, the ideas and things you can date, and she had this platform that was amazing for St. Louis entrepreneurs and people coming together, and I just love it. Just seeing people from my high school being the trendsetters in a positive way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see the light. I see the light for St. Louis. I talk to a lot of people from there. It's just I'm not ready to go back yet. I got a property there and everything. I'm just I'm not ready yet. I want to see it as it grows. I want to watch from the outside.
Yeah, with me, I feel like I was always tolerating St. Louis. I love my city. I mean, I got my name. I made sure I put the city in my name. So when people go to Instagram, STL. Some people say Steele. Some people like what? I'm like what? No, it's St. Louis. I mean,
Still money now.
Right. ST money. You know what I'm saying? Like no, it's St. Louis money now. I mean, I just shortened it up. But at the end of the day, it's like I want the people from my city to know, like, whether I'm there or not, I'm always repping. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying, whether however I'm tolerated or whatever case, I was still made there. I was still the man I am. You know what I'm saying?
And what's ironic is I actually talk about St. Louis and put St. Louis on so much, like every single day, because my experience in St. Louis is what made me. But I wasn't just raised in St. Louis. I had a very diverse childhood. I went to private school. I lived in St. Peter's. I went to high school in St. Peter's. So, you know, I had a very diverse life. I lived from Wellston to living on Vantage Point. So, you know what I'm saying? That's two different type of lives all the way around the board. And I realized everybody really be dealing with the same thing, just in different ways, and how the media portray it. Because all them kids was over there and was on drugs. But the drugs they were on, the kids I knew over in Ferguson or U-City or any other place, they ain't going for that. They wasn't going for none of that. So they, you know, we deal with a lot of the same problems. It's just how it's handled.
And how it's, like you say, how it's portrayed too in the media. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna tell you this, like, was you down there for the Ferguson riots?
No, I was here. I don't
Oh, okay,
riots.
yeah.
Even if I was there, I would have left. Like that day. As soon as I heard that, I'd been on the highway right there. 70, out of there, baby.
Man, when I tell you, like, that was like, if martial law was to happen or just on some end of the world, like government versus the people, like that was like I ain't gonna say a preview, but that's what it was, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I was out there in the thick of like not being no looter or nothing like that. Cause man, I got
protesting.
Yeah, I mean, I was just down there observing, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm there cause it was unified, like everybody.
He was out there observing.
Observing. Nah, let me stop playing. No, but when I tell you,
some of them shoes left.
hey, hit me up on that later. No, but like when I tell you, like it was so like before the riots, I mean the tank started coming out and started shooting people and stuff. Like it was just so unified to where like it was like a block party, like big ass block.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm a little choked up because like
I can imagine how it was because I was on the lives with a lot of my family members, but I lost a few family members behind that. The rioting, because that's why I'm not a rioter. I'm not big on like going out there marching, talking about we want our rights. I'm not one of those type of people. So you know, I don't. It kind of puts a target on your head when you do stuff like that. Like buy the block back. You know what I'm saying? You want to fight back? Buy the block back. Literally, like every store on the block, go buy it.
Exactly. And speaking about buying the block back, we'll be right back. We're gonna have a quick little commercial break. We're gonna pay these bills, man. We're gonna come back to Money Talk. Let's get it. And we back. Welcome back to Money Talk with DJ MoneyNow, you know what I'm saying? So we got the Queen of Money Magnet in the building, you know what I'm saying? So I'm at this point, I'm gonna let her talk about some upcoming events she got going, because I know you got a lot of stuff going, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you Queen of Money Magnet. Hell, shit, let me get close and get some of that money from you in myself. So
well, yeah, I actually do reoccurring events every week when it comes to financial education. On Wednesday nights, I do the Building Black Unity Community Meeting, which is a networking event for entrepreneurs, black business owners, black politicians, community leaders, volunteers. I open up with the children, showing off their arts, their talents, whether they want to be a doctor, they come up there and talk about it, or if they want to sing a song or do a cheerlead or, you know, just talk about their football and all that. Bringing the community together, that's basically what it is, and then giving everybody the tools and resources that we've come up with that week. It's always theme-based. Tomorrow is about accountability and action. Okay. And on Fridays, I teach a free financial education class for building your personal credit and then fixing your personal budget and financing. That's a free class for my members of the Building Black Unity community. And on Saturdays, I teach about business credit, business structure, building business plans, sponsorship decks, learning about product integration, and basically how to take your business and turn it into a 6, 7, 8-figure business in a year. On Sundays, we go out and we feed the homeless. We give out clothes, food, toiletries. Of course, Monday nights is with the independent artists. Mm-hmm. And then Tuesdays, I usually chill. Right. Yeah, Tuesdays I chill, and Thursdays I usually chill as well. All the rest of the days are taken up. But
you be on the grind.
Yeah, I'm on the grind every day. It's always about giving back. It's always about helping. And I really love what I do. I really do. Like I'm the hood Oprah.
The hood Oprah. I heard this.
You get good credit. You get good credit.
Go ahead, tell them one more time. They get what?
You get good credit. You get good credit. You get good credit.
I'm next. I want good credit.
Yeah. What do you see? There you go. You got an 850. Oh! And that's how we do it here at the Building Black Unity Community. Yeah. That's what we do. Make sure you got everything that you need.
Nah, that's lit. Yeah. Okay, so I want to know, since I got you on my show, is there help for DJs? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You got love for the DJs?
Of course. There's always love for DJs because DJs are entrepreneurs.
We are.
DJs are a business. That is something that you have to operate. So anytime that you are anything, a DJ, a singer, a dancer, a writer, you should be operating under an LLC or an S Corp or a C Corp or a nonprofit or something like that. And then in the midst of you making sure that you are a business, it's funding for you.
All right.
As long as you're a business, there's funding for you. There's grants, especially with you being a black man, you know, in the entertainment. They had the Shutter grant like a year ago. Where they were giving out 5 or 10 grand just for music companies.
Was that like one grant per like that's it? We just get one, or is like?
Yeah, that was just that one for that.
No, I'm saying like, all right, so say if we are music creators in this room, so if we would you get it? Would she get it? Would I get it if we apply?
We all separately have our own entities.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. I wish I knew about that, because you know what I'm saying.
But there's lots out here though, like, and then you got to think about a lot of people got the PPP. A lot of companies got millions of dollars for the PPPs. Now, what they did was they got that money so that they can give that money out to businesses in their area.
Right.
So people still have money. People still have PPP money. People still have regular grant money. People have government contracts. There's so much out here. Like, people have festivals for their companies. In order to have your festivals, you need entertainment. In order to cover your entertainment budget, you have to hire people. Mm-hmm. How do you become available for hire? You promote yourself.
Right.
You become available. You tell these different companies that's having these different festivals. You go to the library. You go up to the government center. You go to your local sheriff's departments, and you see what types of things are going on directly in your neighborhood. You can literally probably go on Google right now and put in your county and go to their website and find tons of money for yourself, for your business, just by simply being available for those things.
Queen came on the show, money talking. She talking that money, man. I love it. Dropping them gems, man. Make sure y'all pay attention, man. Make sure y'all peeping game and open your ears. You know what I'm saying? That way y'all can hear what's going on. So Queen, I understand you work hands on with your sister. I didn't even know y'all was related. So that's kind of like okay.
I know a lot of people say that. I think like this last year has been the first time I've ever actually said my sister, because I was her manager,
right?
For a long time. So I would just go as her manager. You know, I never crossed the two. But right now she's not doing music. She's writing music, but she's putting together an employment program for people to show them how to get them ready for jobs and how to help jobs find the right candidates for them.
Okay.
So she's been focused more on that. So, you know, I'm proud of her as a big sister for that community movement.
Yeah. She's following her sister's footsteps.
Yeah,
you inspired.
Her songs are even different now. Like the latest songs that she did have, I'm listening and she's like, oh yeah, I know you can flip a pot, but how about buy the block? And I was like, oh my God, look at it. She's like, how can you go buy a stock? I was like, baby, I was proud.
She been listening to you in the morning. Good morning, millionaires. She's like, oh yeah, some new lyrics right here.
Yeah, she definitely put me in a lot of her stuff, and I'm very proud of it.
That's lit. That's super lit. So before I let you go, if you had to sell me as a DJ, look into this camera and sell me as a DJ. If you had to. Yeah.
All right.
Cause you heard me DJ, so I just want to see.
All right, as a DJ, what am I selling you?
I mean, just
credit.
No. Basically, like when I say sell me as a DJ, as in like looking at that camera and basically you trying to give me a gig. So you know, can you sell me as a DJ? Is the question.
Oh, as a DJ.
Yeah.
Well, actually, what I would do is I would have to see your insights and stuff first.
Okay.
I know what type of DJ you are. I would use what I currently know. Like I would say, oh yeah, this DJ right here, he's gonna hype up the crowd. He's gonna keep the music flowing. He's gonna make sure he's bringing in people because he's also, you know, like a promoter. He has a great network of individuals that's coming behind him. If you look at his social media and you see these numbers that are going, that means that he has a reach of being here and there at the same time. So in reality, once you're bringing him in there, you're getting free promotion from all of the different people that are tapping in with him. So I would give him this gig simply because he's relatable.
Sold. Nah, I fuck with that. Okay. I fuck with that. Queen of Money Magnet in the building. Any last questions, comments, or concerns you want to address before I tell the people where they can find you on social media?
Yes, I would like to tell everybody to expand your minds to match your goals, or your goals will shrink to match your mind.
I think you need to say that one more time.
Okay.
I like that.
Expand your goals to match your mind, or your mind will shrink to match your goals. Big shout out to my mentor, Haziq Ali.
Okay. That's what's up. I fuck with it. So, Queen, pleasure having you here tonight. And tell the people where they can follow you on social media one more time. And then we're going to bring on our second guest and go to commercial.
Okay, yes. You guys can follow me at Connect with Queen on all platforms, connectwithqueen.com, to find my websites, my blogs, my radio shows, my education programs, and all of the events that I have going on.
That's real. Queen, the money magnet, is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, give it up for one time.
Hey, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? We got the live studio audience in America, you know what I'm saying? But we here now, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Queen. And with that being said, shout out to APAP TV Media Group. You know what I'm saying? We here at the APAP headquarters, man, in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Shout out to my guy, Pete, man. We finna go ahead and go back to commercial. Then we're gonna bring in our second guest. And then with that being said, we out. Let's get it.
Love y'all. It was so good.